What's going on YouTube? Broken Place for Days here. I have another video for you guys today. This video is going to be about a deck that I personally think is going to be really good against like the top decks, I guess, that are going to be run from here on out until like the end of the format. And that deck is Dark World. I'm going to explain to you guys why I think it's a really good deck to run right now. Card choices that you can run in the main deck that will be good against certain matchups, and just like all around, just why it's a solid deck to run right now. So pretty much, in my opinion, like the top decks that are going to be, played until the end of the format are going to be Mermail, Fire Fist, Elemental Dragon, and Prophecy. So those four, in my opinion, are gonna be like the top four decks that you're gonna be seeing like winning YCSs and topping, regionals and YCSs and whatnot. And Dark World has a good matchup against all of those decks. Starting off with Fire Fist. Fire Fist, the whole deck revolves around Bear and kind of like just popping monsters, kind of like controlling the board. But it's kind of hard for that deck to do that when the monster just keeps coming back every turn, you know what I'm saying? So, because they have to waste resources to get rid of Grapha just so they can like punch you and do some damage, but then it's just going to come back next turn. And then as far as the side deck, when you guys go into game 2 or whatever, you can side in Eradicators if you don't already main them, call spells, and then their tankies die, their lances die. You can call traps as well, whatever. Either of those two, like whether you call spells or traps, it's gonna hurt them. So that deck can't keep up with Dark World and the power that it has. As for Mermail, you already have a good matchup against that deck game 1, because again, just like Fire Fist, they can't deal with a 3k coming at their face every turn. Because their biggest monster is 24, and then if they happen to take Grapha with a Big Eye, which most likely isn't going to happen, you can just crash with your own Grapha, and then they're still screwed. So you have a good matchup against that deck, game 1. Game 2 and 3, they can't side D-Fissure, they can't side Macro, so you pretty much have that game. Against Prophecy, Eradicator spells, that's like auto game. All Prophecy does is search, secrets, search masters, copy secrets, search something else. That deck revolves around spells, so if you shut down their spells, the entire deck dies. And Dark World is one of, hold on, 1 second, I'm just going to turn down the volume on the TV. Dark World is a deck that can do that with the greatest ease, I guess. It's really easy for them to, Eradicator, because Grapha comes back every turn. It's 3k. The Eradicators are almost always live. Personally, I only one run in the main. I use one in my Dark World deck, like in the main deck, and then I side the other, just because 2 didn't work out for me. But for Prophecy, definitely game 2, side in the other Eradicator and just win. What am I missing? Elemental Dragon. Elemental Dragons, as far as I can tell, I think their strongest monster is 28, which is Blaster. They may run other monsters, and I'm not counting the extra deck or whatever. I'm just saying in the main deck, I think their strongest monster is 28. So as far as I can tell, sure they can go into Big Eye, sure they can go into like the Draco Sack or whatever, but it's going to be, it's not going to be as hard for them, but it's still going to be a little difficult for them to deal with a 3k beater every turn. Another thing that I'm doing right now to kind of prepare myself for my Dark World, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to be running Dark Worlds for like the rest of the format, just because it's going to be good against like all the top decks. And what I'm doing in my deck, I'm going to profile my build eventually, maybe in like a week, just because I'm still tweaking it. But in my build, as of right now, I main deck 2 skill drains. I main deck the 2 skill drains because it's just good against everything. The top 4 decks that I mentioned, the Prophecy, Fire Fist, Mermail, and Elemental Dragon, like they all they can't deal with skill drain. Like all those decks, they can still manage. Like they can still get a couple of monsters out, but you pretty much win just with if you manage to keep skill drain on the field, because not a lot of decks can play around it. I'm also not running Reckless Greed in my build, just because I mean sometimes you have a bad hand and then you Reckless to try and get yourself out of the bad hand, and then you draw more bad stuff. Like you have a handful of spells, you Reckless, you draw more spells, then it's like guaranteed you're gonna lose, because now you have a bad hand and you can't draw for the next 2 turns. So I don't play Reckless in my build. I just play more traps like Torrential, Compulse, Bottomlesses. I main deck that or Eradicator. I don't know. I'll show you guys my build soon. But yeah, I seriously think that Dark Rule is going to be a good deck for like the upcoming decks that are going to be popular and going to be played. And I don't know. Who knows? You might see a top couple more. See a top more. Hopefully win a YCS, that'd be cool. Just because I think Dark Rule's only won 1 YCS so far. I think it was YCS Long Beach. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Just kind of wanted to talk about, some card options you can run if you're already running Dark World. If you plan on running Dark World, if you're trying to make the deck right now, again, some card choices you could run. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Leave in the comments below what you think, of what I said, if you, agree with me or not. Leave in the comments below if you have, a deck that you think is going to be good for, like, the rest of the format. Something that you plan on playing or making or whatever. Want to thank you guys for watching this video. Please like it. It'd be cool if you did. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe, and until next time, keep it broken.